Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another one of my videos. It has actually been the longest time since I've sat down and filmed a video. As you can probably tell, I'm back home from Greece. I'm currently in my garden, you know, making the most of the surroundings. We've got this nice new big chair that I came home to, so we're just gonna chill on this chair for this video. But as you guys know, I have spent my whole summer in Greece. Honestly, the best time of my life. If you haven't seen any of those videos before, which you probably have, but if you haven't, just make sure you go check them out. The last one that I did, which was my kind of summer end movie, which is probably one of my favourite videos I've ever made, is called The Summer We Dreamed Of. It's basically like a final end movie. All of my summer put together in one video. If you haven't seen that, my last video, go watch it. I'll put the link right here. Since being in Greece, obviously you guys have watched my videos whilst I've been there, and you have asked me so many questions over on my Instagram. I was out there, I was living there, I was working there, and I'm obviously going back to carry on doing that when I can. For now, we're in England. I've got a few more little trips planned over the next month. One of the main things that you guys asked me about moving to Greece and working there and living there was, what should I do when I go to Greece? You guys asked for recommendations of places to go, events to go to, what to do when you're there, questions about like hiring out quad bikes, peds, everything. Basically, I'm gonna tell you all the information that you need to know about going to Zante, whether that's just for a holiday, whether you want to move there yourself. I'm just gonna sit down and go through everything that I have, kind of all the little tips and tricks, things that I've picked up on the way from being there, and I'm going to give you guys my top 10 recommendations of things to do whilst you're in Zante. So I've decided I'm not going to do these in any particular order. I'm just going to do 10 things all together. It's not like a 1 to 10 or anything. Number one, the first thing that I'm going to go for, one of the first things that I would recommend doing, 100%, whether you're in Zante for a week or you're there for a month, 3 months, whatever, you have to go to the water park. This was honestly something I left too late to do because I didn't think it would be that fun. But there is a water park in Zante called Zante Water Village. I think there's two, but that's the best one, so make sure you go to Zante Water Village. If you're staying like on the main strip of Laganas, it's about a €15 taxi from the strip to the water park. So obviously if there's like 4 of you in the taxi, like you split that, it's literally no money at all. It's absolutely massive. If you want to go for the full day, it's €20. If you go from 2 PM onwards, it's only €15. So that's what I did all the time because it is massive and there's lots to do there. So if you do have the whole day and want to spend the whole day there, it's €20, but I just recommend going for the afternoon. It closes at like 6:30 and that's more than enough time to be there and to get around everything and have lots of fun. So that's from 2 PM onwards and it's only €15. You've got massive water slides, you've got ring slides, you've got like double ring slides, there's a lazy river which is so sick. We just spent so much time just sat on the lazy river, just going round and round on these like inflatable rings. The slides there are actually so good, like they go really, really fast. You've got like a dark one as well, which is really cool. And yeah, there's lots of different things to do for like everyone in like a family as well, I'd say. There's also a kids bit, which we spent too much time in considering that we're not kids. But I went with like groups of my friends and I also took my sister there and she loved it. So yeah, the water park for sure. Probably one of the first things that I'd definitely recommend doing. So the second kind of main thing that I put on my list is a trip to Turtle Island. So Turtle Island is literally opposite the main beach of Laganas, like opposite the strip. So if you're staying on the strip or anywhere near, you will literally see it from the main bit of beach. So Turtle Island is literally a turtle that is, oh my god. Turtle Island is literally an island that is shaped as a turtle, not a turtle that's shaped as an island. It's a massive like green looking island. It's shaped like a turtle. It's really cool. If you want to do any boat trips or anything, a lot of them actually include Turtle Island in their trip package, but if you just want to go to Turtle Island, there is a taxi boat which goes from Laganas, the main bit of the beach, to Turtle Island. And I think it's like €5. It's really, really cheap. And me and Freya actually got on it, and for some reason the little €5 taxi boat we paid for went to some caves as well, and I don't know if we got the wrong one, but we managed to get like a little 2-in-1 trip. As well as obviously it looking like a turtle, they actually use the island to hatch baby turtles throughout the year. If you go at the right time, you can see them hatching. They have lots of little cones on the island where they've got all the eggs laid, because they're trying to obviously like protect the wildlife and protect the baby turtles, which I think is really, really cute. They have little shop boats on the island because it's obviously small, there's no one actually living there. It's all just for you to explore. There's a really nice beach, and the water there is like crystal clear, like so nice. That's Island, definitely go there. Okay, so the third thing on my list, 100% you need to do if you go to Zante. My previous years being in Zante as well, even when I wasn't living there, this is something that I did, and it's always been the highlight of my holiday whilst I've been there. So if anyone asks me what do I recommend doing, I would 100% recommend doing a boat party whilst you're in Zante. Boat parties run every single week in Zante. There's normally like 100 to 200 people on each boat. There's loads of different companies you can go with. I've been on a few of them now. 100% would recommend going on the Zante boat party, but it's up to you to choose whilst you're there. Most of them have unlimited alcohol whilst you're on it. They have DJs, speakers, music, especially the Zante boat party. I know you can jump off the top of the boat, which is so cool. And also you go around a lot of the caves, you stop at really cool swim spots. So even if you don't want to drink, you can go on it, enjoy the music and go swimming at the cave spots. And I know these boat parties are a lot cheaper than some of the cave excursions as well. So it's definitely worth doing, whether you like drinking, whether you want to see the blue caves, whether you like music. The boat parties are probably one of the best day activities. Normally what happens on a boat party day is we'll go to a place where they have pre-drinks. Normally they go either around like 2 or around 5, depending whether it's a sunset boat party or a daytime boat party. Coaches will pick you up from the bar, so you don't have to travel yourself. And then they'll take you to the port, you'll jump on your boat. The boat parties last for like 3 hours. Literally everyone's up dancing. You can jump off the top of the boat. It's so high energy. They have sick DJs playing every week. You get absolutely smashed, and it's one of the best things to do because you're out on the sea, having the best time, you know, and living your best life whilst you're there. So if you can book anything, 100% book yourself a boat party. Okay, and leading on from the boat party, it's only fair that I mention the biggest event that happens in Zante every single year, and without a doubt there's got to be a white party. The white party used to take over the whole of Cameo Island. That's how big it is. But now it is held at a venue right in the middle of Laganas, so it's right near where you guys are. It's right near where the strip is and where everything is based. Every single week a white party is held in Zante, and they have massive DJs. I know that the year that we went in 2019, we were there when Disciples was there. I don't even know how I managed to get on the stage with them. Yeah, the white party was probably a highlight. Everyone wears like really nice white outfits. It's a proper like classy event. Like there's a swimming pool that you can go in, dancers, like fire acts. Like it's Zante's biggest event. Everybody on the island is going to be there at that point. So I'd recommend going. So the next thing that I'd 100% recommend doing in Zante, this honestly was one of the highlights for me. Like, have the nights where you go out drinking, but things like this like stick in your brain forever. Zante obviously is known for its partying and its like clubs and stuff, but it generally has some of the most amazing cliff jumping spots. So my next thing I'd recommend doing is going cliff jumping, and one of the best places to go cliff jumping in Zante is a place called Korikanisi. I went there, lost my GoPro there, found my GoPro there. It was an eventful time, but it was such a sick place to be. They have amazing like clear blue waters, really high cliffs you can climb up. It's just an all-round insane place. I definitely recommend going there for cliff jumping, and also there's other little spots like Porta Roxa, where they have like little diving boards and things, which are kind of smaller platforms if you want to get the thrill jumping off things, but you don't really want to take on the higher cliffs of Korikanisi. Porta Roxa is so nice as well, like a really nice chill place. It has like a nice little restaurant and things that you can explore there. All of them like insane clear blue waters, so would bring your snorkels as well. Korikanisi for cliff jumping is the spot. I would 100% go there. If you like thrills, if you like adrenaline, rock climbing, all that sort of thing, you need to go there. Obviously, one of the main things to do in Zante, which Zante is just known for, is Laganas strip in Zante. You need to go there. It's the main strip in Zante. It's where they have all the clubs, all the bars, all the restaurants. They have shops. Basically where everything is going on, where everything is happening, all the hustle and bustle happens on the Laganas strip. you need to have a night out there. You need to get absolutely smashed on €5 drinks. You can literally start walking up the strip. There'll be deals as soon as you go up. We got like 3 shots, 2 drinks, 3 shots and a fish bowl for €5. I'm talking so cheap. Cherry Bay is really good for pre-drinks. They do like shots for €1. That's where this year I was going. If you wanted to go for pre-drinks, you go to places like Cherry Bay or like G Spot's also really good for like nicer cocktails that are also really cheap. Then we're also going places like Rescue Zeros, the best places for clubbing. That's where everyone goes. That's where the vibe is, the main DJs, the music. Them are open until like 8 AM in the morning. If I was going on night out, I'd probably go out at like, start pre's at like 11 or 12. Like, I know it sounds late, but when you get into the swing of things, that's how Zante life is. Everything's a little bit nocturnal, like that's just how it is. 11, 12, you go out on your night out, and then you probably head to the clubs at like 2, maybe. Yeah, around like 2ish, and then you just spend the rest of your night there. At the end of the night, head to Big Boys, grab yourself a gyros, and you can say that you've officially had a proper Zante night out. My next recommendation isn't really a place or anything, but something that I 100% recommend you doing when you arrive in Zante is hiring yourself either a quad bike or a ped, or even a push bike. I did that as well for a bit, whatever you can afford at the time. I'd 100% recommend hiring out some form of transport, because that will then give you the freedom to travel outside of the strip, to travel places like Zante Town, which is something I'd 100% recommend going to because it's so nice. You've got like a little dock there, you've got really nice restaurants, really nice town to go shopping in. Hiring out a ped or a bike, I had so many questions on this. You need to have a driving license. So make sure you bring a driving license with you just to show that, or maybe if your friend has one, I'm sure you can get away with using that as well. The average price of a ped or a quad seriously depends on the month that you come to Zante and like if it's like peak season or not, but I'd say around average a ped is between 60 and 150 a week, and a quad bike is around 70 to like 200 a week, depending on the time of the season, where you get it from, what like CC you want the bike, like if you have like more experience and stuff. Obviously have a little look up and down the strip, different places with different prices and different deals, but you do need a license to drive. You need to have some kind of understanding of the roads. The roads are crazy, Greek people are crazy when they're driving. You have to wear helmets when you're driving these as well. Obviously, sometimes it's a little bit more lenient in the day, but if you're caught at night time driving without a helmet, you can get a fine. So just make sure you have your helmets on you at all times. The police are quite hot on this as well, so make sure even if you're not wearing them, you have them on you so you can put them on if the police do stop you. 100% I'd recommend hiring out something like that, because it means you can get out of the strip, or even just going out for a drive, watching the sunset. Like, it's such a vibe. Bring a speaker. We used to do this so often, like it was such a nice thing just to do in the evening. As we're talking about hiring out different things, the next thing I'd definitely hire is a private boat. You can go on a boat trip. Definitely go on a boat trip if you can afford it, because it's a little bit more expensive, but definitely hire out just a private boat. If there's a lot of you going, like get a group of you going all together, then it's not even that expensive. It's about €100 for like 3 hours out on the sea, so you can take it out by yourself, a little speedboat. One person has to be like designated driver. You don't have to have any licenses or show anything to drive this. If you walk along the beach, there's loads of little shops and places where you can hire boats from. Just go out on the sea, you can drive over. This is another thing as well, if you want to, you can drive over to Turtle Island on a private boat. So if you want to do both those trips in one, I definitely recommend doing that. But just being out on the sea, bring some beers, bring some snacks, definitely bring a speaker. Definitely one thing I recommend doing if you're coming to Zante, bring your own speaker. Like, it honestly changes the vibe of everything you're doing. I would recommend 3 to 4 hours is a good time to be out on there. So yeah, hire yourself out a little speedboat. If anybody asks me what is my like one sort of main thing that I remember from being in Zante, one of the most amazing experiences, I would say you guys 100% need to visit the Shipwreck viewpoint. I know you've probably seen this everywhere. This is actually something that made Zante popular as a destination for travellers. The Shipwreck in Zante is honestly one of the most amazing viewpoints you're going to ever see. A lot of people ask me how do you get there and everything, so this is the best way to do it. I would recommend, as I said just a minute ago, hire yourself out ped, a quad, whatever. It's about an hour drive on a quad bike from the main strip. It's a really, really nice drive as well. So you go through all these little valleys and lanes, so it's super nice. The drive for about an hour is to the viewpoint, so that's the top bit. I think it's called NAVAGIO, SHIPWRECK. I'll put the name in here. I don't know how to pronounce it. You can walk along, walk out. Definitely go there for sunset. Watching the sunset there is honestly one of the most amazing things you're ever going to see. If you like heights, like me, you can do crazy things like this. You can get most insane photos. Yeah, I'd recommend going there for a few hours. Go around maybe 5 o'clock, and then that's when you're gonna get the sunset. You're gonna get the view, you're gonna get the sunset. The second thing is, if you actually want to go to the Shipwreck beach, which you can see from the viewpoint, and you have to hire a boat to. They're two completely different things. You can't actually get from one to the other, which a lot of people got confused about. So, which I didn't know either, so it's really handy to know that. You have to actually go on a boat trip to the Shipwreck beach if you want to actually get on the beach, and that is where you can see the actual shipwreck. You can go in the water if you want to do that as well, which I would recommend doing, like going down there. It's really, really nice, and the beach is really nice. There's little caves around which you can swim in. You can walk around the actual shipwreck itself and explore that. It's a whole different perspective from being down the bottom to the top, so definitely do both if you can. Okay, and my final thing in this video that I recommend you guys doing 100%, one thing that is super rare to see in Europe is turtles, and Zante is like known for its turtles. They breed turtles there. I don't know if that's the right, do they breed turtle? The right word, does that sound bad? They have like a turtle, a program where they like help breed turtles there. So it's to help the turtles, they look after them. If you're there and you're lucky enough, you can generally just swim with turtles. You can do this on the main beach of Laganas, which is at the end of the strip. If you just go in the sea at the right times, you can be lucky enough to swim with turtles. Every time I've tried and just gone out there, I've been lucky enough to see them. So 100% grab yourself a snorkel. Even a paddleboard's a really good way to get out into the sea. You can get them on the beach for like €5 for an hour. The best times to do it is either in the morning or the evening, so around 9 AM in the morning, when the water's kind of flat. Or the best time that I would recommend going is around 6:30 in the evening, because the water's warm, and in the morning it's a little bit colder. So in the evening, it's when the sun's setting, head out around 6:30 and into the sea, just swim out a little bit, and you're more than likely to see turtles, and you can swim with them. They're used to people, they get super close to you. It's honestly one of the most amazing things that I could see, like just swimming with turtles, something you just don't get to do. 100% guys. My last thing, obviously these are in no particular order at all. My last thing I would recommend doing, if you're in Zante for a week, if you're in Zante for a few days, if you're in Zante for 3 months, make sure you get out and swim with turtles. It's completely free. Just get out at the right times and hopefully you will see one. So guys, that is my top 10 recommendations of things to do whilst you're in Zante. All these opinions are completely like biased, I guess, like all literally my personal opinions. I've been there twice as a tourist, and I've also lived there for the past 3 months. It's completely down to my own experiences, things that I've loved doing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope this has given you some kind of insight into Zante. I've answered all of your questions, the things that you've sent me in whilst I have been away. Yeah, this is kind of the end of the Zante content as well for this year, and I'm so lucky that this has been my life for this summer. It's been amazing. If you're also planning on coming next summer, drop me a message and I can help send you some links to some of the events that I've spoke about in today's videos, and I will 100% be there next summer as well. So if you're there, come say hi, we can party together, we can do whatever. Maybe I can even show you some of these places if you want. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more videos just like this, and I will see you in the next video guys. Peace out.
Be the kids of yesterday, let's remember every day.